Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. OpenAPI and Scalars, a comprehensive tutorial. What is OpenAPI? OpenAPI Specification, OAS, is a standard for defining RESTful APIs. It provides a format for describing the structure and behavior of an API in a machine-readable format, typically in YAML or JSON. By using OpenAPI, developers can create, document, and consume APIs more effectively, as it allows for easy integration with tools for generating documentation, client libraries, and server stubs. Key components of OpenAPI. 1. Info object contains metadata about the API, title, version, description. 2. Paths object defines the available paths, endpoints, and operations on them. 3. Operations, HTTP methods, GET, POST, etc., defined for each path, including parameters and responses. 4. Components, reusable definitions for parameters, responses, schemas, and other objects. 5. Security, describes the security mechanisms for the API. What are scalars in OpenAPI? In OpenAPI, scalars refer to primitive data types. These include string, a sequence of characters. Number, a numeric value, can be integer or float. Integer, a whole number. Boolean, a true/false value. Array, a collection of items. Object, a collection of key-value pairs. These scalar types are used to define the format of the data that API endpoints accept and return. Example of an OpenAPI specification. Let's create a simple OpenAPI specification for a bookstore API that allows users to get a list of books, view a specific book, and add a new book. OpenAPI specification, YAML. Explanation of the specification. Info object provides basic information about the API. Paths object defines two endpoints. /books for getting the list of books and adding a new book. /book ID for retrieving a specific book. Components defines a reusable book schema that describes the structure of a book object. How to use OpenAPI specification. 1. Documentation generation, tools like Swagger UI can read OpenAPI specs and generate interactive API documentation. 2. Client libraries, tools like OpenAPI Generator can create client libraries in various programming languages based on the OpenAPI spec. 3. Server stubs, you can generate server stubs to start implementing your API quickly. Example of using the OpenAPI specification. Assuming you have a server set up, example with Express.js, you can create a basic implementation based on the OpenAPI specification. Example Express.js server. Conclusion. OpenAPI is a powerful tool for designing and documenting APIs. Scalars play a crucial role in defining the data types used within the API, ensuring clarity and consistency. By following the OpenAPI specification, you can streamline your API development process and enhance collaboration across teams.